Okay, now earlier in our interview talking about prison, you mentioned you got cool with BTY Youngin,
Yeah.
rapper from New Orleans.
Right.
And did he visit you at all, or
Nah,
you just
nah,
were
he
on
was
the
in,
phone?
yeah, he was
with
in
him?
New Orleans, but I never wanted them to pull up out there, you know, because like you never know when you gonna have to bust out, like leave the van pull up or something. So I mean, we used to FaceTime all the time, and he really held it down, like repping me, you know what I'm saying? And we had a situation to where I jumped on his tape while I was in jail.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then Zoe Realla.
Yeah, I been knew him.
And he visited you?
Yeah, he came visit me. All of them used to pull up, like my homeboys, like Steve would pull up, you know, Squirm, Jeter pulled up a couple of times, Young Starter pulled up, Zoe pulled up, a couple of people that pulled up used to come chill and fuck with me.
Now, both of those rappers have recently passed away.
Yeah, Zoe got shot up on my birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, actually it was on my birthday. And, I had talked to him like 30 minutes before that happened, so that shit really like fucked me up. Like damn.
And BTY
Got
also
killed
had a
week
violent
later.
death.
Yeah, a week later.
Now, how did you hear about both passings? Where were you? Do you remember the moment?
Yeah, I remember. The first on my birthday, I was in Atlanta. When I got back from Atlanta, that was on a Thursday. We got back that Thursday, and he was in my car. I had let him use my car. He let me use his rental truck, Zoe. You know what I'm saying? So the night I went and got the rental truck from him, I had gave him my car. And me and him we sat out there, me, him, Knees and Steve both sat out there for probably about 3-4 hours just running it, just talking. And we went to that A. He was supposed to fly out here and come with us too, but he ain't come. So when we got back, that night we got back that Thursday night, I had met up with him on my birthday that Friday evening. I mean, it was like 10, 11 o'clock at the car wash. He had gave me my car back. I gave him his truck, and I called him, and I was like, yeah, you know, we gonna link up later on, you know, my birthday. We like that. So when he left, it was like 11 something. So I had called him back around 12 something. Like, man, I need to get my. I had left my garage open in the car, and Steve-O left his jewelry in the car. So I called him, and he like, nah, man, I'm out of pocket right now. I'm gonna get with you as soon as I get back to the car. Man, about 45 minutes later, they called her back and like, Zoe dead. He in the car dead. He got shot up. I'm like, you bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So we rushed to the scene or whatever, and it was real. You know, he fought for his life though. He fought for his life. He ended up dying like 6 days later. But yeah, he got hit up real bad or whatever. But you know, it just was fucked up because like I had just told him like, man, you need to fall back, man. Fuck them streets. Let's fuck with this rap shit. Head up like every day, like put our time in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, ain't no way he was supposed to still be in BR, you know. But that just was like a big, like it was like just let me know, like man, you gotta get out of Louisiana, man, because it's like this shit becoming like a fad, like niggas just targeting rappers anyway, like you know what I'm saying? It ain't too many people you can really hate on, but drug dealers and rappers. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't see them, you can't do them nothing, like you know what I'm saying? So it like, yeah, that was fucked up, and like. A week later, I was on the way to a show to go promote. I'm on the interstate. Fee called me like, man, Youngin gone, man. I'm like, what? He like, he just killed him. I'm like, you serious? Like, it just fucked me up because I'm like, man, this nigga was just together the day before. You know what I'm saying? We was at the studio. We be booking the studio for like a week, and I go a couple of days, he'll go a couple of days, we'll meet up in there or whatever. But it like, the night before, he had the studio that night. And they were like, he just couldn't come up with nothing. He was just sitting in the studio. He couldn't write nothing else. So he just sat in there talking to our engineer all night, KC. They just were running it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just was different. Like, he was just like way, way more humble, like for them last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And like, it just like, I know like, it ain't about because people like, man, they was slipping. Or man, he keep a gun on. That don't mean nothing because like, it's just like if you in a city that you know people don't like you and you in these streets, 9 times out of 10, the opportunity gonna present itself. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't the fact that he was slipping or it just was, you know, you was in a situation to where a person really took that chance to do that. You know what I'm saying? It just was fucked up.
Did you have a chance to visit him in the hospital at all?
No, he died on the scene.
Oh.
BTY, but I went to the hospital.
No, I meant
Zoe.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital as soon as it happened, but he was in ICU the whole time, so they basically just let his family go back there. I ain't get to see him. I ain't get to see him since the day of my birthday when I saw him alive, because in the viewing of the body, they ain't let you see him. I ain't go to the viewing, but I went to the funeral, and they ain't let you see him. So I really remember him the way he was anyway, though.
And what about BTY? How did you find
Well, I went to his funeral. I had kissed him on the head and went to the whole thing. You know, they had a big second line. It was like, man, that was one of the largest funerals I ever been to in my life.
Okay. Now, in regards to Zoe and BTY, what do you miss most about either of them?
Man, it really was the smile, man. Like, man, it like with Zoe, it like me and him, you know, we was just like real cool. We used to talk about a lot of stuff, and just like I used to stay let him know, like, man, don't worry about that, man. Keep pushing, man. And it just, man, dude was a kind-hearted person, bro. You know what I'm saying? That boy had like 23, 25 bands in his mouth, so he had a smile that you just couldn't forget. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I miss that. FaceTiming a nigga all the time, you know. We used to be running there every day, every morning or something. We go get up, go get breakfast and shit. You know, go get our feet did and shit like that. I miss that shit though. And like with Youngin, man, you know, man, we used to have a lot of face-to-face conversations about just being successful, man, and how people hating on us and just making it out. You know what I'm saying? So it like, we always wanted to like just put out a lot of music together and just start our own movement. And we came with the brand CMR, which stands for Cash Money Reincarnated. And it was and them two was gonna be two of the main artists that was gonna bust it open with me, along with me and the rest of my team. So it like we were gonna step on their neck. We had a couple songs we had to start recording or whatever. So I just feel like that process there was just like slowed down to, you know what I'm saying? And like can't nobody feel their shoes, you know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite memory of either of them?
My favorite memory with Zoe is when we was at the studio one time. This was a couple of years ago though, you heard me? So you don't get mad. But we had a little chick up there or whatever. And
I knew a female was gonna be involved.
Yeah. Look, Zoe had a job and everything, you hear me? So Zoe come in that bit, we in the studio, we in there with the little chick or whatever, we get the little chick. So he was on FaceTime when he came, but Zoe ain't know what's going on. He on FaceTime when he get there. He on I think Zoe was married and everything, man. You know, on FaceTime with this girl, boom, boom, boom. But he ain't know what's going on. He see what's going on. He like, oh, hold up, babe, let me hit you right back. Let me hit you right back. So boom, I had he hung up the phone on her. You hear me? Like, let me hit you right back. She hit his phone up back. He ain't answer. I'm like, he like, what y'all got going on? So boom, I'm like, look, that my dog. Woo, woo. It just went down in that bitch. But it just was like, it was just crazy because he walked in there just to come holler at us. He come to it's up in there. You know, we were going ham. You know, we had a lot of fun though.
What about Youngin?
Oh man, Youngin was a character, man. I remember when my favorite memory of him we had I think this was All-Star weekend. We had went to the club and performed. We threw them bands on stage. Me and him, we performed in New Orleans. Mayweather and Fallon was in there. We threw that bag in there, wet the stage up and pushed out. We just be, you know, running in that yo.
Will there be unreleased music from those two?
Shit, yeah, I got a new project I'm about to drop. And like, there's like that real raw rap shit, like 6 people on one song shit, like, you know, back in the G. You know, these days you only get 1 or 2 verses. We got 6 people on one song, just pressure back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real nasty when they hear it, bro. It's like we really going in, like all egos in the room and everybody just clashing on them bitches, but it's like friendly. You know, it's gonna be nice.